Woodward presents Black History Month of February 2024. Black History Month is being celebrated across countries for educational purposes and culture. This year's theme is Black Art.
So, since this year's Black History Month theme is all about art, we have Renee here with her art project, and we're just gonna ask you a couple questions about it. So, what is this art project?
This art project is from last month about social justice issues, and I chose to make mine on the stigma around Black women and their hair and modeling, because usually they'd have us straighten our hair and fry it, other than have us wear it naturally. So I drew about that.
That's pretty good. And was it hard to draw this?
It took me 25 minutes. It was very easy.
All right. What was your favorite part about this project?
Probably choosing pink paper, because she said I could put on a pink background.
All right. So that's it for Renee. So I'm here with Toby, and I'm just gonna ask her a question about Black History Month. So Toby, why do you feel we have to celebrate Black History Month?
I think that Black History Month is important because of the years of oppression, the way that we've been treated, the lack of representation in TV shows and movies, and everything that's happened so recently with the Black community. It's important that we're represented, that we're talked about, that we have a month where we can show all the great things, so many stuff that we've provided, the amount of things that we've done. We invented brushes and combs and stuff like that, so it's good that we have a month to be able to be represented for those things.
That's valid. All right, that's Toby. So I have Mr. Doer with me, and I'm gonna ask him a question for Black History Month. So, who is your favorite famous Black person?
That's a large list. I would have to say, in terms of my favorite, let's see. What comes to mind? Martin Luther King, everybody does that. Malcolm X, also a great guy. But you gotta think beyond those people, like Garrett Morgan, the guy who invented the traffic light, or Louis Latimer, the guy who did the switch for the light bulb. People like that I have in mind. So I wouldn't say one favorite. I have a lot to deal with because they're inventors and designers like myself.
All right, that's pretty fair. So that's Mr. Doer. So I have Mr. Kaplan here with me. He's an art teacher, right? And the theme of this year's Black History Month is art. So I'm just gonna ask you, who is your favorite Black artist?
My favorite Black artist is George Harriman. He was a cartoonist 120 years ago, and actually more like 110 years ago, and he had a long career, but he created Crazy Cat, which is a completely modern, futuristic comic strip. And the thing was, he got his job, at the time, he had to hide his identity. So he was Black, but the people around him didn't know it, and he was so afraid of societal pressure at the time that he just kind of had this very successful comic that was running in all newspapers, but lived a very private life. And he had his incredible arc. He was loved by the intelligentsia of the time, as well as everybody. But he kept himself so away from the public eye that he just faded away. Later on, he was a huge influence on Charles Schulz, who created Peanuts. He was a huge influence on filmmakers. The way he designed his panels were ahead of the move. At the time, it was silent movies, and he was so ahead of his time that even now, Crazy Cat and Ignatz Mouse is some of the best stuff in the world. So, George Harriman, everybody.
And that's Mr. Kaplan.
I got a class.
Awesome.